After spending the past few weeks in Indonesia, one thing has become unmistakably clear. This country runs on agriculture. 1/3 of its land is farmed, and 1/3 of its people depend on it for their livelihoods. At the heart of it all is rice. Indonesia is the third largest rice producer in the world, and yet its agricultural system is worryingly homogeneous. Around 93% of Indonesian rice farmers occupy just 0.5 hectares, and most grow a single rice variety, Ciherang. While Ciherang offers high yields and reliable demand, this over-reliance has left farmers dangerously exposed. The lack of genetic diversity means that a single pest or disease can devastate entire regions. Take rice blast, for example, a fungal disease that in 2022 alone spread across 32,000 hectares in 33 provinces, wiping out up to 90% of harvests. Our challenge became clear. How can we introduce greater genetic diversity into rice farming in a sustainable way?
We focused on solving three key barriers. 1. Accessibility. Farmers need a simple, low-effort way to plant diverse rice varieties without complex training or new land requirements. 2. Adoptability. Any solution must build on farmers' existing knowledge, not replace it. They cannot risk abandoning familiar high-yield crops. Instead, small, gradual shifts encourage experimentation and early adoption. 3. Education. To create lasting change, we must engage future generations of farmers and consumers, instilling the value of genetic diversity and sustainable agriculture from a young age. This is where our solution Bibit comes in. Bibit is a simple, low-cost innovation. It consists of biodegradable sheets that are embedded with seeds of different native rice varieties. Farmers simply roll these sheets over rice paddy fields, instantly sowing a uniform field of genetic diversity. Indonesian rural households have extremely low literacy rates, so instead of teaching them through words or videos, we've printed simple images of how Bibit works and the benefits it brings onto the seed paper itself. Our aim is to reintroduce native heirloom rice seeds. These seeds can be saved and replanted every season, reducing input costs and reviving traditional farming autonomy. Additionally, Bibit can be made from accessible materials. An Indonesian study found that seed paper can be made from corn husk and bagasse, which supported seed germination and needed 60% less seed and actually increased yield by 20%. The paper doubles as a mulch layer, eliminating the need for weeding around plant shoots. To implement this, we contacted Recolto, an Indonesian NGO which already collaborates with heirloom seed producers across Indonesia. Together, we distribute the Bibit sheets to farmers with native heirloom varieties tailored to their region. Smallholder farms will be incentivized to adopt this program, as this allows a low-cost seed alternative that increases soil productivity and provides an additional source of revenue on top of the crop they already harvest.
But then comes the second problem. How do we ensure demand for these varieties will increase, and how do we end the cycle of harmful farming techniques? Well, I was able to talk to some Indonesian locals who highlighted one of the country's most pressing issues, malnourishment in schools. In response, the Indonesian government has launched a nationwide free school lunch program, aiming to reach 82.9 million children by 2029. While well-intentioned, early implementation produced ultra-processed meals, which has led to some cases of food poisoning and poor nutritional outcomes for students. This presents a powerful opportunity. By partnering with local farmers and this government initiative, we can integrate native and diverse rice varieties directly into school lunches. We can also give schools offcuts of the Bibit seed paper to try themselves. Not only would this improve children's health and nutritional intake, but it would also help them develop early awareness of genetic diversity in food systems. Over time, this approach could shift demand away from monocultures and high-yield cash crops toward more resilient, sustainable farming practices.
Effective. Research shows that such intercropping can reduce disease spread by up to 94% and increase yields by 10 to 20% without chemical inputs. In trials across Southeast Asia, mixed cropping systems have outperformed monocultures under extreme weather and pest stress. Bibit also doubles the nutritional value of their current rice diet. Current rice seed costs farmers roughly 80 cents per kilogram. Our seed sheets utilize natural resources, corn husk and bagasse, and local heirloom seed to cost just 42 cents per kilo. This represents over 53% of savings. Plus, heirloom seeds can be saved and replanted, slashing long-term costs further. Our intervention takes into account low literacy levels by visualizing instructions, whilst also using accessible natural materials. It helps support the government sustainability goals, meaning this innovation integrates smoothly with traditional Indonesian planting methods. The Bibit innovation empowers farmers to use seed sheets that are made using common natural materials. They can reuse best performing seeds each season, all while educating future generations on sustainable farming practices. The Bibit system uses only non-invasive, locally adopted heirloom seeds. By reinforcing existing farmer seed systems rather than replacing them, we promote regenerative agriculture without unintended social or ecological impacts. Thank you.